Alright, welcome back to another video. I haven't made one in a while and today is another new bike day. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I've been really big into my gravel for the last 2.5, 3 years, and I've been on this the entire time, on this one gravel bike, my first ever gravel bike, the original Windspace G2. Had a few variations of this. I had the Canon 60mm wheels on here. I now have the Loon Windspace specific gravel wheels on here at the moment. Fully integrated cockpit and GRX Di2. This bike is probably top 3 bikes I've done the most kilometers on of any bike I've ever owned since I started riding. It has been a trusty workhorse for me. I've absolutely beaten this thing up. I've taken it through riverbeds, I've bike packed on it, I've raced on it. But like every good thing, it must come to an end. And today I am very excited to show you guys my new gravel bike. Alright, as you can probably already tell, it is a Cannondale. Once we take all the little bits off it, you'll be able to see exactly which one it is. It is obviously a Topstone. Cannondale make really good gravel bikes. I've had a little bit of a dilemma trying to get like the perfect race bike for Unbound. There are about 3 bikes that I've been like toying with and trying to work out what I wanted. It was either the Topstone, this one here, the Topstone Lefty, so they've got 2 different models. I was also looking at BMC's gravel bike because that was a really nice bike. And I also was looking at the 3T Explorer. But obviously this needed to be the perfect bike for my goal, and you know, going to be goal orientated when I bought this bike. I got about 6 months until Unbound and I thought that this kind of ticked all of the boxes, or as much as the boxes as possible. I wanted it to be light, I wanted it to be relatively aero, but also needed to be really comfortable because it's obviously a 320 kilometer, 200 mile gravel race. But yeah, I'm quite keen to ride this bike today, so I'm going to take it down to the bike shop. The boys are going to quickly pump out the build, and then I'll bring it back here and we can talk about what my plans are for it, because obviously I've never ridden a stock bike, don't plan on it. I've got a few little bits and pieces coming to kind of give it the Cycling Tom flair, and then let's take this thing for a ride. Alright, so as you can see, my new gravel bike for the Unbound series is going to be a Cannondale Topstone. This one specifically is the Cannondale Topstone Carbon 1 RLE, which is the top of the range model. And they have 2 models. They have this one with the 2x SRAM force, or they have the Lefty version, which is in like a really cool maroon red, which is the one I wanted. But it comes with the Lefty fork and a 1x, and it wasn't quite the bike I was after. So for the first video of the series, I built this up absolutely stock, out of the box. Not one thing on this I've changed. RLE, I'm not sure if this is the same in Europe or in the States, but in New Zealand they kind of push this towards the, you know, 500 to 1,000 kilometer bike packer, adventure rider, like super long distance extreme. And it comes with an integrated front light and rear light system. So this is the Cannondale Smart Sense system by Garmin. So this literally clips on into the down tube here. It comes with a fully integrated Garmin rear light, but then for some reason the front one is all made by Lysine, and the front one's huge. So that's the fully integrated front light, and that obviously is meant to sit under here. For my race and all the type of racing I want to do, I will not be using the integrated lights, but there is a race at the end of the year or start of next year called the Tuatara 1000. And this type of system with the big battery and stuff all integrated into the bike is like perfect for that type of stuff. So yeah, I believe that this Topstone, the RLE, is a good platform for me to kind of build the ultimate unbound race bike. Obviously it's got the kingpin system, so it's got the rear suspension in there, has clearance for 45mm tyres. I don't think this one does 650Bs, but I'm not going to be ever racing on those, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, I think it's all in all the perfect like platform. Alright, getting down to the specs of this bike is running a full SRAM Force Axis group set 12 speed, obviously with the 2x. A lot of the gravel bikes and my previous gravel bike are 1x, but Unbound is literally a 320 kilometer course with only 17 or 1800 meters of climbing. So over that distance, that's bugger all climbing. So I thought the 2x is actually the way to go. Not a massive fan of the 2x, the look of the 2x on a gravel bike. I like the 1x, it really is part of the gravel feel. So I think when I get more into my adventure riding and stuff, once I've put Unbound behind me, I'm probably going to put this into a 1x setup, but for now I think it is the perfect pit. And then moving on to the wheels, we have 27mm carbon hologram gravel wheels. These are super wide, obviously not very deep, 27mm, and they are fitted with Vittoria Torino dry tubeless ready, but they're actually running tubes straight out the box. The handlebar is an FSA K-Wing 44cm wide like flared gravel bar, and it's got like this bit where it like comes in, you can kind of get real aero on it. Probably going to be the first thing that I replace. I really hate the look of gravel bars. Like all the proper gravel races and stuff, they're all on 40s, 30. I think Dylan Johnson's even on a 36mm, so I've got a few bits and bobs coming for that, but like out of the box it is nice, it looks cool, it kind of fits the purpose, obviously the bike packing and kind of stuff like that, to have a wider and more comfortable bar, and for more like that mountain bike trails to have a little bit of a flair. And then onto the cranks, we've got the carbon SRAM Force cranks running a 4340. Obviously that's a combo I've never used before. I have a 1036 and I've also never used a 10 before because I've obviously been on the Shimano for so long, so that's kind of exciting, excited to see how another group set runs. Obviously the SRAM Force is very popular in the off-road scene as well. And to top it all off, we've got a Physique Terra Argo saddle as well, which I'll probably be taking off straight away. Far too wide for me. But yeah, one of the reasons I went to this, obviously I've touched on this before in the video, over the Lefty or the other bikes, is because it is super lightweight, and I want to try and get as many gains as I can out of the bike that I was going to purchase for Unbound over such a long distance. So let's weigh this thing. Right, so like I said, out of the box, this bike is meant to be pretty light. Obviously it's still a gravel bike, it's not a road bike, it's not going to be crazy light, but for a gravel bike I'm hoping it's going to be pretty good. Alright, saying 8.64 kg, and for comparison's sakes, my G2 is 8.62 kgs, so very similar, but I've got a lot of stuff that I need to do with this. So yeah, that's going to be the end of episode 1 of the new gravel bike. Let me know in the comments what you guys do think about this. Obviously, the first thing that needs to happen is this monstrosity of a chimney needs to get cut down. Absolutely horrific out of the box, but obviously I thought for this video I want everything to be on the stock as if you were going to get it out of the box. And this is literally everything that it comes with other than the lights. But yeah, we definitely need to cut that down and put a flush top cap on, because that top cap's probably like 30mm as it is. But yeah, I'm real excited to get into training and to get this bike built up how I want it. I've got a vision in my head of what I want it to look like, and it's going to look pretty sick. I've already ordered some of the new bars, wheels and stuff, but I don't want to give away too much. You'll have to tune into the new video to find that out, but if you have enjoyed, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Cheers guys.